The Promised Land, New York City, 1903. The Lower East Side was a patchwork of warring ethnic enclaves. It was also a powder keg of poverty and crime. Resident hoodlums ruled the streets and victimized newly arriving immigrants. The choices facing immigrants were stark. Stay victimized or join in, become a gangster too, and prey on your own people.
The first avenue of opportunity are your countrymen. You're living in an isolated enclave. You all speak the same language. You don't speak English. So what do? You lean on your compatriots, the ones who have made it, the ones who got here a little earlier, the ones who got a shop, the ones who become a professional.
Inevitably, some immigrant youth took the plunge into crime. Many joined existing gangs, but one renegade group of Italians set up an exclusive gang of their own. They operated in a distinctive way. They took New York by storm. They called themselves the Black Hand.
The Black Hand hits the city in 1903 with tremendous visibility when some guy was found with his head cut off and 17 stab wounds in a barrel on East 11th Street. There was a crime panic, and there was a sense there was this wave of murders and bombings and terror activities and whatnot, and it's blown into enormous dimensions in the newspaper.
The press had a field day. Immigrants just didn't behave like this. The Black Hand rapidly provoked a reign of terror. In the wake of wild press coverage, filmmakers were quick to spot the potential, making Black Hand movies that claimed to be based on real events. A silent one-reeler has survived from 1906, the dawn of movie history. It's one of the earliest gangster movies ever made, and it deals with the signature modus operandi of the Black Hand, extortion.
You'd send a letter and you say, meet me at, the 125th Street station, 2 a.m., bring pots of money, or I'll kidnap your kid, or I'll blow your head off, or I'll bomb your office. I mean, not profound. And then they'd put a black fingerprint, handprint on the thing.
The Black Handers sent an extortion note to a shopkeeper, threatening to kidnap his little girl.
And vicious in their tactics. They would think of nothing of if you refused to pay them tribute, you had a store, let's say, and you refused, they would dynamite your store.
In a scene actually shot on a Lower East Side street back in 1906, the girl is abducted in a hansom cab. This is a real Black Hand leader, Giuseppe Morello.
He basically worked out of East Harlem together with his brother-in-law, Ignazio Lupo the Wolf Sayeta. They were very, very vicious people.
So distinctive do the Black Handers look that newspapers began calling them Mustache Petes. Their look was soon copied in the movies. When the extortionists come to collect, police detectives pounce. The Black Hand was the first sign of something new in gangland. In time, as the Italian community grew more established and more prosperous, the Black Hand would become known by another name, Mafia.